We're just going to do one example here, maybe two depending on time. But if I want to find out the relative extrema of this, Leo's question is very applicable. When would you use a second derivative test to find extrema? And you use it when it's really, really easy to take successive derivatives. This one, if I take a first derivative, negative 15x to the fourth plus 10x, okay, not bad. If I do, you know what? Sorry, my example is wrong. Let's make that an x cubed. And then this becomes a plus 15x squared. I would have kept going, but I'm not sure what that example would have done. F double prime of x is equal to, if I continue with a successive derivative, I get negative 60x cubed plus 30x. So then we go back to kind of interpret what am I doing. If the question's asking to find extrema and determine if it's a max or min, well, I can take the first derivative and set it equal to 0, kind of factor out a negative 15x squared, and get x squared minus 1 equals 0. You'd end up with three values for possible min or max. What are they?
0, minus 1.
Yeah, critical value would be 0 plus or minus 1. You get where we got those? Okay. I'm going to slide the second derivative down. A second derivative test is to do f double prime of 0, which is not that hard to do. 0. F double prime of 1, which is, and f double prime of negative 1, which is positive 30. Right away, I know that when I take 1 and I plug it in, or I'm just going to say, let's kind of make it simple, at x equals 1, this negative 30 indicates that it's concave down. So there is a shape that looks like this, which means that at x equals 1 you have a maximum. A local maximum, but you do have a maximum. At x equals negative 1 you have what? Concave up, which means it's a minimum. At x equals 0, what do you have? It's just a point of inflection. You have neither a max nor a min. And if you sort of look at how this is operating on a second derivative test, negative 1, 0, and 1, those were my kind of values. If I do a second derivative and try to figure out what my points of inflection are, basically what I'm getting is factor out a negative 30x, and I would get 2x squared plus 1. 2x squared plus 1 is not going to be equal to 0, but x equals 0. So when I take this and plug this in, it's neither a max or min, and you're right, this is a point of inflection. So it changes concavity. I know that right here we have concave down, and right here we have concave up. So that's all I kind of wanted to do. Your homework is this. It's just a couple more book problems. And by a couple, I mean like 15, but, you know. Please. Did I do that from yesterday?
No, we did not do that yesterday.
Well, we have it. You wrote it up on the board as 35, but on the website it says
I wrote it as 35. Okay, that's fine. Both of these, distance 51 all is due for tomorrow. What I'm going to hold you on, Leo, before you start celebrating, they're odd. Before you start celebrating, if you have questions, please come and see me. Please, some of you guys have them, and that's really, really good. But remember, everything needs to be understood in this before we get to tomorrow. All right, bye, guys.